the NFL during the offseason. And Tina, let's follow up on an old story that we had we've been following this offseason. Tampering allegations around Atlanta, Minnesota, and the Eagles, all these teams. What finally came out of this?
Well, the first thing that came out is like I thought, and like what a lot of people thought, is the Eagles, it was inconclusive. They were not able to prove that there was any kind of tampering. And when I dug into it today, this all started because of Saquon Barkley's old college coach said, "Oh, I think he probably talked to him about it because blah blah blah." And they were not able to find any kind of evidence on the phones of Saquon, any of the coaches, and even the owner. There was nothing there, nothing to prove. Unlike Atlanta that we talked about, that was because their lovely new quarterback, Kirk Cousins, opened his mouth and talked about it. So
the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, he said the quiet part out loud. He said the quiet out loud very loud.
Yeah.
So, and like I thought, they didn't lose a first. That's what the rules say, is that they could lose a first round pick for tampering. They didn't. It's a 5th round pick. And I'm looking real quick because I had this early and I can't find my notes. What the fines were. Crap. Oh, here we go. The team was fined $250,000. The coach was fined $75,000, and the general manager was fined $25,000.
Wow.
So 5th round and about. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll look it up and I'll post it. I know it was there's some fines in there. I just can't find it right now. But yeah. So I don't know about you. What's the point of even having legal tampering period if all you're going to lose is a 5th round pick? There are teams that will give a 5th round pick up for that. Like, really? I can get this guy and I only lose a 5th or a 6th round pick? No problem. No problem.
The thing. If all you're going to give them is a slap on the wrist for this, then what's the point? And maybe that's why Kirk talked, because he was like, well, they're not going to do anything. He's an even I know that. I mean, because this is ridiculous. It's still only a 5th round pick, and I think it was $250,000. It's nothing. It's peanuts in comparison. So, well,
there's no point.
It is what it is.
No. Just take out the legal tampering period. Just let them do what they want. I mean, there's no point. If they even made it a 3rd or a 4th round pick, that would be substantial because you're talking about the meat of a lot of teams' draft picks are in that area. So if it's blatant evidence like this and you're not making it a doozy of an implication for doing it, they're just going to keep on doing it.
They're going to continue to do it.
So. The only thing it's going to do is make them go back underground like everybody does.
They already do. Right, exactly.
Yeah, like, don't talk to them. Like, don't do it in any way that anyone can find out that you talk to them.
Right. But in reality, what they're really going to do is, do you see what happened? What did I tell you? Nothing happened. Keep talking. We can talk because they do it all the time.
As long as there's no trace of them talking, it's no problem. And that might be why the NFL did what they did, is that they may not have been able to find any trace in the phones or anything like that. All they had was Kirk Cousins going out and talking about it. So this will probably be the teaching point for the teams when this comes up, like when they're talking to legal, like, don't talk about it. Okay. No matter what you do, you don't talk about it.
Let's see.
I can come up as to why it was a 5th, because this was egregious. Like he admitted they did it. So, but yeah.
Maybe they don't care. Maybe it's just not that big of a deal, even though they say it is. because we know how the things that the NFL says and some things that they follow through on are two entirely different things at times. You know,
Well, essentially, what it comes down to is they'd rather get gamblers than they would get people that talk to each other and tamper.
they'd rather get gamblers than they would abusers as well. But
Yeah,
that's
that's true
another
too.
story. That's another story.